Welcome to episode number 2 of the Crystal Palace Career Mode, and that of course means the second half of the first season. This is our current squad, and I got to say I do like it, and it's also performing well, as we will see on the table really soon. Our defense is looking good in terms of rating. We of course have Wharton, Doucouré, who aren't the highest rated players, but both has decent potential. I do believe Doucouré has decent potential as well. Eze, of course, one of the key men in this team. Noah Lang done brilliantly on the left wing in terms of growing. Mateta on top, and of course Sarr on the right wing. And when we just take a look at the table, we see we are 7th in the league, which is really good, as all we want is to finish in the top half. The FA Cup is yet to start, of course, but we will face Stoke City in the 3rd round. And in the Carabao Cup, we are of course in the semi-final and will take on Southampton. So yeah, we can also just take a look at the stats of the players, just in case you missed it from the previous episode. And we can see our top scorer is Eze in front of Mateta and Noah Lang. Mateta with the most assists. Gueye has actually got 2 assists from the centre back position, so that is shared a lot. And we of course have Saki, who is on loan as Sheffield United, who we played against last episode in the League Cup. But let's just get started on the second half of the first season. And we are starting it with a game against Chelsea, but the first game we will play is of course in the Carabao Cup against Southampton. And can we start 2025 with a win? Yes, we do 2-1 against Chelsea. So this is our lineup that will start the first leg of the semi-finals in the League Cup. It's not our strongest 11, but it contains most of our strongest players. So let's see if we can get a win in the first leg against Southampton. And now we are on the attack. Of course, our number 10, Eberechi Eze, sees a through ball to Jean-Philippe Mateta, and Kenny gives us a very good start. And yes, he does. He gives us the lead after just 13 minutes of the first game in the semi-finals of the League Cup. And Dean Henderson with a long ball to Mateta. We scored a goal similar to this in the previous episode, which then I can't remember who it was who took the pass, but it showed that it's a strength we can play on. And Giuliano on the right wing here, running down the right. Can we stop him, or will he get the cross in? He passes it. It is to Fernandes, who see. And they are just passing it. They tries the shot, Paul Onuachu, but the shot is just wide. Grönbeck on the ball, the former Bodø Glimt player, sees Onuachu once again, and he tries the shot again, and this time he scores, and it is a beautiful goal by Southampton, who are back in the game. And once again, Eze just running through their midfield. They have 0 chance on defending against Eze today, who sees Jurasek, who tries to find Mateta in the middle, but Ramsdale saves it. I don't know where those sounds were, but Noah Lang close to scoring a goal. And now we can move on the counter-attack. Eze once again with the ball carrying, finds Mateta, sees Noah Lang. Can he find Eze in the middle? Yes, he can. Eberechi Eze with the shot, and it's so close, just wide. Marquez wins the ball. That is a strong tackle from our skipper. And now we are once again on the move. Eze with the through ball to Eddie Nketiah. Just come on for Mateta. Nketiah just, that is a poor finish. That should have been 2. We should have been in the lead for a long time now. Munoz wins it. Ismaila Sarr still got the ball. Tries the shot, and this time it's in. And we have the lead back. It's Crystal Palace 2, Southampton 1. And Fernandes takes the ball into the box, do a little skill. Passes it to Fraser with the cross, but Mitchell gets it away. Onuachu, Henderson with a huge save, and I got to say Henderson has been brilliant for us so far this season. And Nketiah with the through ball to Eberechi Eze. Eze, can he make it 3? Can he make it 3? No, he do not. I was so sure that went in. Doucouré, we have room for one more attack. Eze with the pass to Noah Lang. What can our skillful winger do? He takes the ball, finds Ismaila Sarr, but no one's helping him. Doucouré. Back to Ismaila Sarr. Sees Doucouré again. To Eze. Eberechi Eze gets past one. Can he make it 3 in the final minutes of the game? And he does. and Sellers Park are absolutely rocking. Crystal Palace makes it 3 straight at the end, and that is also the final kick of the ball as the referee will blow his whistle, and that is game done. 3-1 win, huge. I go straight into another cup game against Stoke, this time in the FA Cup, and it is a 2-2 draw. What does that mean? Did we lose on penalties? Or no, we won on penalties, thankfully. Next up, Leicester City away from home. Can we continue our win streak? No, we do not. West Ham is up next, and we win 3-1. And of course, another London derby on the horizon, and it's another win. Next up, Man United at Old Trafford, and it is a 1-1 draw. And as we can see, it's also in February, which means the transfer window is closed. And yes, I got 23 million euros in the bank. I could have maybe signed someone, but I feel like our team is... I like our team as it currently stands. I want to sign a right winger, but I'm not sure who I want to sign yet. And I think I need more than 23 million to really have an upgrade on Sar. And I also feel like, yeah, it would have been maybe too much to sign both a left wing and a right winger in the first half a season. So I at least want to wait until the summer, as we of course signed Jurasek, who is a backup winger as well. But I feel like our squad is pretty strong, so there wasn't any real need to sign any new signings as well. But it is time for the second leg against Southampton in the League Cup semi-final, and we will use our strongest starting 11. We have a 3-1 advantage, but the game is far from done, so we need to perform as well, although we can lose the game, thankfully. So it gives us a quite big advantage, but let's go and secure the final spot. And Southampton are going straight up in the attack, but it's a poor shot from their striker. And it is beautiful play by us down the left hand side. Mitchell going up in the attack. He sees Mateta. Sean Philippe, he does it again. And it is 1-0 to us on the day. 4-1 to Crystal Palace in total. And we are on our way to Wembley for the first time in this save. Southampton on the attack once again. They find Adam Lallana, Unuchu, and it's a goal, and that is actually just after praising Dean Henderson. He makes a poor positional play there, and it is 1-1 on the day. Noah Lang, who finds Eberechi Eze, and it's a beautiful pass, and Eze makes no mistakes, and we are back in the lead, and it's 2-1 on the day, and 5-2 on aggregate. To Eze once again. He is just controlling everything like usual. Ismail Assar goes on the run, and it's a perfectly timed pass and a run. Ismail Assar, but he can't find Mateta in the middle. Jurasek, Mateta. Jurasek was just come on for Noah Lang, and he can make instant impact. Who finds Mateta, and it's 3. That is game done. Game over. Southampton are never gonna make a comeback after this, and we are on our way to Wembley in our first final of the save, in the first possible opportunity as well. And Eze, who has also joined the pitch, finds Eze to Eze. It ends almost in a goal. And Eze causing trouble once again down the right for Southampton. They just can't get... And that should be game over, and it is. Crystal Palace are in the Carabao Cup final. Southampton are out, and we will take on, of course, Manchester City in the Carabao Cup final. So that will be the toughest game of the season by far. And we are still looking very good in the league. We have fallen down to 8th. However, we have the same points as Aston Villa, who are above us. So a top half finish is looking very, very positive, considering we are 10 points clear of 10th. So keep it up, guys. Come on. And can we advance in the FA Cup? It's Fleetwood Town, and it's a draw. We have to check. Did we win on penalties? Yes, we done. That's the 3rd penalty shootout win we have had this save already. And Everton up next. At home, it is a 1-0 win to Everton. Fulham away from home ends in a boring 0-0 draw. Aston Villa up next, who we are in a fight for European football with, and we win. That's 3 huge points. Tottenham up next in the FA Cup at Selhurst Park, and we continue our cup run in the FA Cup as well. Ipswich Town up next. This should be 3 points, surely? No, it's not. And up next is the Carabao Cup final, but let's just take a look how we are doing it in the other competitions. We are still 8th in the Premier League. Aston Villa have gone from us, so it's looking unlikely, or although they are not far above, but I think 7th or European football at all will be too difficult unless we win League Cup. But we are still in the FA Cup in the quarterfinals, this is right? Yeah, in the quarterfinals, so we have some chance to even reach Wembley here, and we of course are in Wembley at Carabao Cup. So we still got 2 golden chances to win a silverware this season and even qualify for Europe. And if we have Premier League, we have 3 good chances to add European football in our second season for Crystal Palace. And we can see Mitchell is suspended for the final, and that is a huge loss. But in comes Ben Chilwell, arguably our best backup maybe. But yeah, it's a shame Mitchell will miss the game, but Ben Chilwell surely can do a good enough job. And here it kicks off at the beautiful Wembley Stadium. It's the fight for the League Cup trophy. It's Manchester City who are clear favourites against Crystal Palace. And Henderson just clears it that way, and Mateta wins the duel. It's Ismail Assar, and can we get the golden start here? No, we cannot. Man City managed to defend. And SA, who finds Mateta, Noah Lang on the run. However, Mateta says SA finds Ismail Assar with the shot, but it's Ederson who makes the save. And we have started very positively. Haaland with the header away, however, we still got the ball. It's Lacroix with the cross, but it gets blocked, but Wharton gets past one. Goes into the middle, Adam Wharton with the shot! And Crystal Palace have taken a shock lead at Wembley Stadium. It is Adam Wharton, the English wonder kid, who sends the half of Wembley to the moon. Crystal Palace have taken the lead, and it is a beautiful goal by Wharton. The Man City defenders are just standing still and looking at him. And it's Haaland. Finds Phil Foden. Can they answer back straight away? No, they cannot. Dean Henderson is continuing his brilliant form. Akanji, Erling Haaland, but it's a poor shot considering it is from the greatest striker in the world. And Man City aren't defending aggressively enough. We can just walk past their team. And Noah Lang, Ismail Assar finds Noah Lang again with his weak foot. He tries the shot, but it's wide. Mateta to Munoz. Mateta goes on the run. He's got 0 people helping him, but there is Sarr. Sarr with the cross. Ebrechese, and he shoots it wide. That should have been 2, and that can be a very costly miss for Crystal Palace. And Ben Chilwell, he wins that. He's done a good job considering he wasn't meant to start the game until Mitchell got suspended. It is Noah Lang. Can it be 2? It is! And we can. We have one hand, if not 1.5, on the League Cup trophy. It's 2-0 after 83 minutes, and it's Noah Lang with potentially the final coffin in Man City's heart. It's a perfect pass by Erse, and Noah Lang with a really spectacular finish. We should win this. We have to win it. We will win it. Haaland and Gray this time, and we can just keep the ball in the team. There's no need to attack now. It's just a couple of minutes left. We are playing it safe. We are playing it sweet. We are playing like the proper champions of the League Cup, like we are. And Man City had nothing they could do today. We are the Carabao Cup winners. And here we are, the trophy lift of our first trophy won in this Crystal Palace career mode. Mark Gueye lifts the League Cup, and we are the champions, which also means we have secured European football for our second season. This is just a perfect and wonderful sight. Crystal Palace are the champions, but we of course can still win another trophy, and that is the FA Cup. However, I will not focus on that. Our focus now is just to finish the Premier League strong and stay in top 9. And can we make another trip to Wembley? It's Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup, and we do. We are back to Wembley, and we are now in the semi-final of the FA Cup, where we will take on Arsenal, which means we will only play cup games this episode. And by the way, look at that semi-final: Rotherham against Man City and Crystal Palace against Arsenal. And this time it's Southampton in the league, and we win 3-1. The rivalry against Brighton, this time at home, I can't remember the away game, but we lost now anyways. And will Manchester City take revenge on us after we won against them in the League Cup? No, they can't. And Bournemouth at home, it should be a difficult game, you never know. Yeah, Bournemouth wins, takes all 3 points. Newcastle away from home is always a nightmare, and it continues to be so. And I was going to play the game against Arsenal, but for some reason, probably because they have advanced in the Champions League, the game got moved from Sunday, which I simulated to, until the Saturday. But thankfully we won the game on penalties. I wanted to play it, but we are now in the FA Cup final because the game got moved. We will take it, and we will face Rotherham in the final. Rotherham beat Man City 3-2. And it's a FA Cup final between Rotherham United and Crystal Palace. And we are on the verge of a double. However, Rotherham, as of course, they won against Luton. They won against Premier League team Fulham. Where are they? They beat Blackpool. And they also beat Chelsea. So they've beaten Chelsea, Fulham and Man City. So maybe we shouldn't underestimate them. However, we are the big favorites, so we can win actually a double in the first season. But first we have other Premier League games. It's at home against Nottingham Forest to start with, and we win 2-0. Spurs versus Crystal Palace, another London derby, it is 2-2. And Arsenal want to take revenge after we knocked them out of the FA Cup, and they do so 4-2. And here we have it, the FA Cup final against Rotherham of all teams. We can win the double in our first season with Crystal Palace, and what a season that will be. But imagine if Rotherham wins and they get Europa League football, that would just be crazy. And Rotherham are actually going straight up in the attack. It's Green, he tries the shot, and Dean Henderson is forced to make an early save. And I've got to say, Rotherham have already created more chaos for us than Man City did. However, a long ball to Mateta works, and it's Noah Lang, and maybe we can score already. Noah Lang, and he does. Phillips, Rotherham's goalkeeper, makes a costly mistake just 6 minutes into Rotherham's biggest ever game, and we are on our way to win 2 out of 2 trophies already. But they are trying to answer straight back, and Henderson is forced to make another save. And we can just make it a nightmare for Rotherham. It is Ismail Assar on the counter-attack. Ismail Assar. It is 2-0 to Crystal Palace after just 16 minutes. And I got to say, I almost feel bad for Rotherham already. Clark Harris and Henderson is forced to make another save. They are getting to chances, however, they aren't especially dangerous. But Nombe, can they put one back? Can Rotherham put one back? Henderson with another big save at Wembley Stadium. And Rotherham are just so bad in terms of defending counter-attacks from when they've had corners. And we can make it 3-0, and we do. Ismail Assar, it's almost a copy of our second goal. And it's hard with the double. He scores again at Wembley Stadium. And yeah, Rotherham just aren't good enough. And I've got to actually take a look at their ratings, because we are of course a team filled with 80 plus rated players. They have one player over 70 rated, and it's former Luton player Mpansu, who is 71. So yeah, poor Rotherham. Ismail Assar sees Munoz with the overlap. Munoz, where is Mateta in the middle? There he is, he tries the shot, and it's wide. And Rotherham can get one back, but Henderson just are not letting anything go past him at Wembley Stadium. And Clark Harris gets past both of our centre backs, and maybe Rotherham can actually score a goal. Yes, they do. Rotherham get one back, and they at least have something to celebrate, because scoring in the FA Cup final, I mean, I'm unsure about where Rotherham is. I do think they're on League One, and for them to score in the FA Cup final is just beautiful for them, I guess. And for the second time, maybe Rotherham can even get one more back. They tries the shot, and Henderson is forced to make a save, and they get another corner. However, they can score, but it doesn't matter. For the second time in Season 1, we have won a trophy, and I have no idea how we have done it. I did not expect the first season to go this well. And we can get used to this. It's Guay's second trophy lift of the season. We won the Carabao Cup, and now we are the FA Cup champions. No matter what happens in the league, we've secured Europa football twice. And that is we couldn't ask for anything better in the first season at Crystal Palace. So yeah, we managed to win the double, a cheeky double in season number 1. And we got 2 more Premier League games. Does it matter in terms of position? Yes, we can go down to 9th place. And it would be nice to finish above Brighton, and I'm sure we will do that. But we can't climb anywhere. So yeah, it looks like it will be an 8th place finish as well. And it's Wolves at home, win this, and we have secured 8th, and we do. And then we got Liverpool away from home. I doubt we will win this, and we do not. So yeah, as we can see, we finished 8th in the Premier League with 55 points, beating our rivals Brighton. So in the Premier League alone, I would be happy with this if we just finished 8th, considering we wanted to finish top half. However, we won the FA Cup against Rotherham of all teams in the final, and we also won the Carabao Cup. It's a perfect, and yes, I'm willing to say perfect, first season at Crystal Palace. And this is the team that has won the 2 trophies, and it's looking very good. However, Ismail Assar may need to be replaced, considering he's 78 rated and 27 years old. I may look to sign a new, I'm unsure, but maybe a new right back as well, as Munoz is getting on the older side. I won't grow that much. However, I'm extremely happy with this team. And when we take a look at the stats, ESA has absolutely destroyed everything this season. 29 goals and 7 assists from the attacking midfield position. Mateta, I'm unsure about why he has played as little as he has, and Ketty has played a fair amount. So maybe Mateta has been injured, but yeah, 16 goals and 6 assists is alright for him, especially in 38 games. Noah Lang got 20 goal contributions, also grew 4 ratings, really good. Ismail Assar delivered very good in the 2 cups for us that we played. I do believe he scored 3 goals at Wembley. So yeah, apart from that, nothing spectacular. In terms of assists, Eze leading that, Mateta and Noah Lang as well, worth getting 8 goal contributions. And that is the end of episode number 2 of the Crystal Palace career mode, and also of season number 1. And as we can see, 8th in the Premier League, very good. Winners of the FA Cup, unexpected but fantastic. And winners of the EFL Cup or Carabao Cup or League Cup or whatever you want to call it as well. So it's safe to say the first season has been absolutely fantastic. But thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will talk to you guys next time.